Hello and welcome back to HoI4 with our Great War American Empire campaign. Let's continue with our conquest of Mexico. Now, some of you have been asking not to go communist. I don't know if I'm gonna go communist. There is no real reason for me to do so. So I can just kinda not do it. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see where we're gonna end up on this entire thing. So I'm never gonna be able to get these. Well, let's continue take over. Okay, on 23rd of September 1913, Ronald Garros took off from the Fréjus in the south of France on board the Moran-Saulnier monoplane. He landed 7 hours and 53 minutes later in Bizerte, Tunisia, after a flight of almost 800 kilometers. Having left France with more than 200 liters of fuel in his tank, less than 10 liters were left on his arrival on the other side of the sea. Born in the French island of Réunion in 1888, Roland Garros participated in the aviation competitions and air shows and broke the world record of altitude in powered aeroplanes in 1912. Wow, amazing. It's such a weird thing when you consider it. Like, we consider Atlantic and Pacific travel just like the most normal thing in flight, but this is barely 100 years ago, which made it in 100 years we managed to go from this to 50 years later we were in space. I'm not joking. 1969, we landed on the moon. This is in 54 years away from this point. We went to the damn moon. And as I mean humanity, because I know there are some Americans who consider it the sole thing that they did. I'm not American, so I think we can count it as a human thing. Can we? Can we not? I don't know. A quick little look here. Our submarine flotilla needs only 9 more, because I think there's a really large, contingent that is necessary. My Florida Atlantic fleet is going to be going big. A lot of battleships. These things are getting built quickly, though. We'll see how it goes. When they're around 100, I'm gonna, cancel that. This war is going perfectly fine. There might be some struggling going on towards... you guys don't really have much orders left anymore. Alright, so can I just tell you to go to Mexico City? Push in towards there. Right, modify the government. I could do some conscription laws to really see the necessity of that. Early mobilization and war economy, total mobilization are not possible. Let's get some air force. Air superiority, air support. I prefer ground support usually. Just shoot them out the sky, use the ground support to, get an advantage on that. Well, military police is going to be necessary, so I'm going to research that as well. The reserve aircraft, but they don't really have an airport to really use them in. Oh right, there was something else I needed to do. Somebody pointed that out. I should really take a look at my infrastructure, because it's kind of not that good in certain parts. So at least get this up to a 5 everywhere. Let's start with that. Let's see, this is not too bad. Let's start with that. There we go. Should, ease up some supply, all that kind of stuff. Alright, we'll start producing more scouts, I guess. Bit of a resource issue. What are we don't have enough wood. Surprisingly enough, the US has very little wood. It's not something I was expecting to be the case. Large forest areas in the US, but not according to this map. There's a little forest here and here. Field hospitals are done. Alright, we're in 1915. There's some ahead of time penalties here. So if we can go there, but for one, I like not to go there yet. To see if there's anything that's, you know, within our timeline. Isn't 1915 a year to tank? Yeah, it is. Let's get that in there. If there's no reason to go ahead of time, why would you? Oh, we're gonna wipe out a lot of forces here. 12, 9 is 21, 22, 24 divisions of their total. Yeah, that's got about half their army. Embargo on the UK. The UK is not gonna like me. And we're gonna go to the Canada Act. Which enables us to get Canada afterwards, you know. One big America. Let's get poison gas. Gives a good solid bonus on breakthrough and soft attack. There should technically be a penalty, I guess, on the research, because, you know, people didn't really like the use of gas at the time. 1916, 1916. It's August, so there's still some time left. Let's see, 1918. 1916, 1916. Okay, so let's go for land doctrine. By the time that is done, it will be done as well. Forces are wiping out. Mexico is falling. More factories are available. Okay, so there is a serious need of support equipment because there's a daily loss. Alright. Let's add on more support equipment. It's insane how much support equipment you need with the visions that I'm using. It is a total need of 13, but I think that's not correct. Alright, so the final forces are wiping out. A lot of them overrun. Get through to that Mexican border. Okay, that looks like a new group of tanks just got produced. You can go in there. Aren't you not automatically assigned to... There you are. Good. Oh, I'm creating Marines in a... Let's see... crap. Something went wrong there. Oh, come on. So it's 10 of them, which is a bit of a weird number here. I only needed 10, that's why. Because you could only have, you know, one naval evasion at a time with a maximum of 10 until you get the more research for it. So yeah, let's just start marching in right there. Get a commander that has some skill perhaps in this. Is tank, attacks on rivers. Yeah, you know, Douglas MacArthur. Is that a name I should know? I think it is. Out of supply. For the commando trait here though. That name sounds way too familiar. Let's see. Douglas MacArthur. There we go. Yeah, he was one of the five-star generals and a field marshal. Chief of the United States Army during the 1930s, prominent role in the Pacific Theater during World War II. Yeah. Well, he's not the leader in here now, but he will receive his own army. Alright, so we can at some point secure the Panama Canal. Doesn't that seem nice? Let's see. Yeah, we kinda halved their army with that attack. Alright, so you guys, can you start garrisoning some extra land? It's great that this doesn't lag that much yet. There we go. Once the war with Mexico is over, we'll remove the central area because we just need to protect our borders. But for now, let's just get a little bit less of that resistance to occupation. Be nice. We're winning this, but there's some... there are some innate issues with the mountains, and you know the technology is so low that, you know, large quick battles do not yet exist that much. So, I need to take a look at something. So, tank research is going to take 191 days. After that, when do we get even the first tank? Armor, light tanks in 1917. Either that or we're gonna for early heavy tanks, but I think I'm gonna skip the early heavy tanks because I've never really been that fond of it. Right, a Mark 7 tank. This is a US-British collaboration tank. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's one of the... I think it's considered the only collaboration tank ever to have properly worked. Yeah. This is a French tank. But French design, yeah, 1917. Might not be that the picture here is definitely of the French Renault. Alright, Timor Light, it looks me like a Russian version. Oh, there's an airfield here. If we can take that, we can get more air superiority in this area. Because we've got some stuff flying here, I guess? Yeah. The Canada acts. Britain is going to still to a faction, even though... So, there is no way, no reason for us to do that. Alright, so... Canada, are you still a puppet of... No, they are not. They're not in a faction. They are still at war with Germany. Right. So we need to switch. We cannot go for world conquest on a democracy, sadly enough. Cannot join the Entente, so, you know... Big surprise. We'll still go to war with the entire Entente if we... Oh, Jesus, we need a lot of it all of a sudden. What happened? Oh, right, the that's probably our naval. No longer building submarines, so... This is not efficient though, so... There we go. Get the maximum for our factories. And yeah, Mexico will fall soonish. Nice. We got a 400 sized air fleet here. We can have a 400 sized air fleet here. Gives us some more air superiority. Hopefully that will speed up the war. Mustard gas will speed up the war as well. We're still at 1915, so... Oh wait, we can have early fighters? Is there a difference here? Can I get both open, please? Less agile, more range. Cheaper to build. Yeah, I prefer their more range, I guess. As, you know, covering a larger area, as these planes can barely, you know, they can fight in a very, very small area from the airfields that they work from. It's like small coverage like here, I guess. Was there a way again to see that shit? I believe there was like a map mode. There's sometimes like a map mode where you go to air that shows you a blue outline. I don't know what it means, but... Be able to go back and compress his feelings concerning the 1960 Berlin Games in a letter associated with the press, echoing the sentiments that many of the 1960 Olympic Games may have been an impractical, impossible event, though many US citizens have offered to host the game instead. Cities, sorry, not citizens. The International Olympic Committee must be decided by its own rule and keep the site in Berlin. Perhaps there will be simply no games this year. I don't know if there were. If I had to take an educated guess, I don't think there would be. I'm gonna put up another production line for armored cars. I want to mechanize quite early on if I can. I think heavy mechanization has its advantages, as well as its disadvantages. There's this old still jungle, forest, a little bit of plains, but it's not much. I guess you can go for this line here as well. You can go when ready. You should have some naval invasion planning. Not yet. Perhaps he needs to do the naval invasion to get any of the planning points. Oh, well, we already got everything of it. Right, we cannot do that for some reason. That's a bit annoying. Alright, take it all. And turn. And done. Mexico is ours. Ain't that lovely? As well, some research being done. We're in November. Okay, there is still some... Let's see, there's no naval research, right? No, that's 1922. Oh, we could go for a carrier. But I actually want the seaplanes, because, you know, carriers eventually, I want them. What do we got here? Close air support. Artillery. We already got an artillery guy, right? Artillery. Entrenchment, unwanted. Bomber interception, some air. Ground support. Let's go for close air support. Works for me. Yep, still got a lot of planes in reserve. I know. Let's go over 200 of them there. Probably need to shrink this one to... There we go. And put these guys over there. Both of you are gonna fly over Central America. And your orders will not change much. So there's some UK grounds here that we'll eventually need to take over. Guatemala is a... Let's see. It's not a democracy, so this makes it easier in... So I cannot justify war against... Alright, because we could do it against Mexico due to the fact that... Okay, we need to flip somehow to a different... to a different policy. As it saddens me to say so, I cannot just go out for war, even if I wanted to. I know, it sucks. Mountaineers, they're gonna be useful here, so... These are small countries. Why don't we just set you up at the border there? We'll let the special forces take care of it. And the armored forces are not going to be of that much use in any of South America, really. It's going to be more useful in Canada, where it's a lot of planes, I guess. Yeah. At some point, we're going to need to attack Canada. So yes, the switching to communism might be the only way for us to get a government that, you know, is capable of doing the things I want to do. Speaking of which, you go from here to here. There you go. There you go. Alright, that reminds me, I need to get some basic infrastructure built here. Okay, we're getting there slowly but surely. Is there any room for more factories? Alright, let's see. One civilian. And then there's this military build up here. Nice. Alright, so yeah, we kind of have to switch at some point to a different government. As much as I don't want to, it's simply the way... There is no way for me to go fascist. So communist is the only way we can go. Fascism didn't really exist at this point in time. Not really. There's no need for us to go down this road. India joined the Entente, so they become separate nations, which doesn't really give me an advantage just yet, but might help at some point. Right, armored effort, unfulfilled import requests, Russian Empire. What happened, man? There we go. Is Russia losing... Russia is losing ground, it seems. Okay, just go... Stop trading with Russia. We'll go and trade with Sweden. Go, and I doubt Swedish transports will be shut down, so... Oh, we've got a big surplus here now. Wait, why does it not calculate the surplus correctly? There we go. So yeah, we need to switch, even though I genuinely... Communism wasn't really the thing I was looking forward to do, right? So I'm going for a fascist government because it makes sense, but it just doesn't exist for us now, as much as it pains me to say so. Submarine or, well, I don't really want to focus too much on submarines, so yeah. Let's take a look at our Pacific Fleet. Or is it, are we... Oh, this is the Pacific Fleet, so yeah, it's gonna take a while. Yeah, that looks a bit fine. Alright. Even though there's 100% world tension, I cannot just generate the war goals that I would like to do. And they will never, you know, generate any world tension. So, what's left? And there is no... perhaps if we could get the Confederates back in place, but there is just no way I can boost any of it. I'm probably going to go for popular figure out because of a low national unity by base. Political power gain. This is just Ological Crusaders. So yeah, I can go for more democracy, but that's about it. As democracies existed and there was mostly other types of governments, but there wasn't really... Communism didn't exist yet. Okay, so Russia is losing. Italy, however, is doing fairly well. It seems Germany did not go... Okay, so they did go into Belgium, but they did ignore the Netherlands. You know, the traditional Schlieffen... No, not the traditional, the modified Schlieffen plan. Unlike me, which went through the Netherlands even, you know, as soon as the war started. Okay, I can get that extra research slot now. Good. I don't know who's winning that war. I really have no idea. The German-Belgian war. Well. Wait, the defender. Who are these guys? Right, now that makes sense. Almost, Jesus, more than 1 million men lost. Here. This is the Allies. Italy lost like 250, 74,000, 500, so that's... Yeah, I think England has surprisingly little losses. Are they not in this war? Wait, where the hell is England? Oh, there, the United Kingdom, 37k. Doing fairly well. So it seems the Russians completely took over the Ottoman Empire. As usual, they tended to fall, as they did for us in our German campaign. The game is probably auto-saving right now. So yeah, we need to wait till... Oh wait, that's exactly what I wanted to say. Demonstrates the force support signed official application. Though the Tsar and named Grand Duke Michael as successor, the Duke has declined his offer. The appointment of a weak provincial government which started to power with the Petrograd Soviet Socialist led to confusion and chaos both at the front and at home. The army became increasingly ineffective. What happens now? The Soviet Russia declared war on the Russian Empire. So, the Soviet result from St. Petersburg. This means it opens up for us, acknowledge the Bolshevik Revolution. Which also gives us the, you know, this is the only way for us to do what I want to do. I am terribly sorry for those that don't want me to go communist, but that's basically the only thing we've got left. As a democracy, we can't get far. We'll have a true communist socialist nation. I don't know. Just need to hopefully they survive long enough. They should, because you know, Russian army will be pushed in. Soviets kind of I don't have too many soldiers right now, but it will probably work out. 1916. First true tanks will be 1917, so we're not going to waste our time on that. Let's go for new helmets. The hats and leather caps that have been assigned for infantry are simply no longer suitable for modern warfare, and attempts to simply bolster these types of headwear. Yes, during the first bits of the war, most nations still just didn't wear protective hard hats, helmets, just like leather, perhaps a bit of metal plating, but full metal helmets. I think the French were the first to adopt it, and they used firemen's helmets. No, I'm not gonna join your damn faction. Why would I? Can I create my own? Can I create my own? Well, that would be funny, actually, if I could. It's like diplomacy. Create a faction. Guatemala must be democratic to be in a faction. I could, but I would not accept. Neither they or we are at war. These guys probably just immediately bounce on the communism train. Comterm, yep. So what we could do is start sending... Can I send volunteers? I cannot send volunteers because I'm not allowed to. But I can start land leasing equipment. Once, let's see, 35,589. 35,589 basic infantry, equipment, weapons. Just start with sending that, I guess. You know, ensure that they've got the weapons and equipment required to at least start taking, you know, the damn revolution as far as it needs to go. It just needs to survive long enough for us to start, you know, acknowledging the Bolshevik Revolution, adopt Marxist ideas, and then just go right there. It is simply a means to an end here. I am sorry. I wish you could go fascist, but I simply can't without modding files and start adding... But then we would be the leader of the Ku Klux Klan, and... Yeah. Then again, I had somebody up the argument from, well, you do place Nazi Germany. Fair point. Fair point. But fascism, in a way, okay, just don't quote me wrong here, but in a way, kind of made sense during that time period. That's the entire problem. So something is happening here. Big. This might be the Russians surrendering or something along those lines. Because something big is happening. The game is locking up. Last time I did this, it was Russia that completely collapsed to Soviet Russia. Or something along those lines. Somebody is collapsing. And I guess it would be... There we go. Due to a combination of political instability, defeats in battle, and war weariness, we can no longer stand up to Central Powers. A peace treaty has been drafted in Brest. The we is a bit weird here, but this goes for the Soviets. Peace treaty completely... Blah, blah, which allows us to completely annul the Entente membership and exit war at the cost of free Finnish, Ukrainian, and Caucasian, Baltic, and Belarusian states, as well as the typical war in... October Revolution was successful. So, Soviet Russia exists. Now, I don't think we need our land lease anymore. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna cancel it because at some point we're gonna just take over Soviet Russia as well. So yeah, that's good. All right, something else is happening. A little lockup here and there. This is gonna change the war. Probably in favor for the Central Powers. Welcome, Finland. Welcome back to the world. But Romania joined the... Well, the Ottoman Empire is completely on his ass anyway. It's still got a couple of forces, but it's not gonna just do much, I guess. So, you know, expect too much from them. Do you have any experience now with the planning? No, yet. So you need to do the invasion. Right. Acknowledge the Bolshevik Revolution. Then we'll adopting Marxist ideas. And then Soviet America. So we also need to start revoking some guarantees we all got automated here. Because why would I want to keep them alive? It's expensive on political power, but sometimes you just need to. Early light machine guns. Let's start changing the scoot to a early fighter. Okay. Okie dokie. More wood from... Well, one from Sweden, and I guess some more from Brazil. Alrighty. Producing lovely fighters. Communism is getting closer and closer. I think I revoked everybody now, so this can go for Central America. Right, 1918. This is also 1918, so we're not going to go for any of that. We're still at 1916, so there's industry to go on. Yeah, let's go first for this one. I've been doing this a little bit in the wrong order, I guess, but who gives a hoot? Who gives a complete hoot? Let's see, what does the Pacific Fleet look like? We're going to go about 100. We're going to go slightly different direction. Okay, so that's that. This is going here. This is reinforced raid, submarine attack. We'll do it at some point. But for now, I think we just go for a flat-out production bonus here. Same goes for you. Just go into the production. Supply consumption minus 1%. Yeah, we'll work with this one. This also creates more factories in the States, so, you know, gives us that as well to work with. Let's see, a couple more days, 2 more days, 1 more day, and we'll get some communism on the rise. Now we'll adopt Marxist ideas, which gives us more communism on the rise. So Panama's a bit... Let's see, they hold our core provinces and we've generated world tension. Oh, well, you're right, we did do that. So going from this, I guess it's, yeah, just communism just becomes immediately the ruling party. Soviet Russia, nah. We could have done this, but yeah, I know the Mexico thing. Yeah, whatever. We're at the same point now. Anyhow. Nice little fleet, 15 light cruisers, a lot of battle cruisers though, a lot of destroyers. I wish you could ask a list of, you know, comparable sizes. Like, what's the UK's navy size? It is about 400 ships. We're running at 260 something. You know, we're getting powerful in that regard. Supply consumption lowered. Soviets have 0 ships because they're probably okay. They did not take over any army and equipment, of course. Finland, no ships. Germany has like 160 ships. These guys got 29 ships, but they lost their coastline. They're still losing. Oh my god, the Central Powers are collapsing? That's weird. That matters to me, but, you know. I'm up to 6, I guess, so... This is basically something that we could always just do, build more infrastructure. But I don't want to overdo it too much, just go to 10 immediately. Let's see, that will work, I guess. Everybody up to 6. Oh wait, you still need to go up to 6, there we go, just put you on top. These small islands, that doesn't really matter, I guess, but might as well just put them on the list. Might as well put them on the list. Some of these have surprisingly good infrastructure for what they are. Like this island, got a lot. That reminds me, I need a harbor here in this. Oh, this has. Wait. That did not have a harbor at some point. Yeah, I guess that is all that we can build. Wait, there's still some here. Two there, two there. Is that all we've got? Should be. So, yeah, a lot of infrastructure on the list. Need more wood. Sweden, you stopped sending me your wood. What's going on here? Sweden, why you must have changed their export law, I guess. Germany, what are you doing, man? You've got 300 regiments. Oh, what the? Oh, so Austria-Hungary lost most of their regiments. So Germany is the only one holding the line against 300 French forces, 162. Yeah, but that should still be possible. Their strength difference is not that high. Wait, the Soviet-Russian War still exists? Taking a look at this. Yeah, they should still be able to do this, in reality. I thought the Soviet-Russian War was done for. Oh, Mongolia is still, I guess, part of that war. A lot of Marxist ideas. Well, we're flipping to the Soviet States of America. I'm probably going to change the name in the files to suit more with our game. It's like the Empire of America or something along those lines. You know, like the series name is. Imperial Americana. Something fun. Something that works. Let's see, construction speed plus 2%. I like it. More resources, always nice. There we go. That gets our weapons up to date. So that brings our industry up to date. There's just some other stuff that needs to be brought up to date, and then we can go. Mongolia has capitulated. I think that was the final bit of that war. Yeah, now it's gone. Alright, so Germany should be capable of pushing back by now. Or is your front simply too big? What the hell? So I guess Austria-Hungary managed to lose its industrial heartland? So they are completely 100% reliable on German work. Well, that's kind of crap, because I wanted to let that war go on for as long as possible, so it gives me, you know, free reign of taking over the Americas as much as I could. See if we can march through this. I wanted to actually just march through this before I really had to worry about, you know, the UK. And then just attack Canada, kick out the UK, and from that point I did not have any concrete plans, really. Probably move into Soviet Russia, to be honest. Before even I will go with the Entente, because they're, you know, two big nations. This entire shit fest right here. I can take Soviet Russia. That would give me a lot of land, territory, resources just to fuel our war machines. Yeah, I'm thinking a lot about this kind of stuff. You are definitely not being automatically assigned to your correct army. Try green. So there are 8 tanks here. Go with green. Oh wait, they have enough to province the... Oh, yeah, wait, that's surprising. I thought they would not have enough to... Oh, they don't. The reason why I'm setting up on the Canadian border is because I foresee a quite high likelihood of the UK intervening in the next war I'm trying to do. So, Canada, how many forces do you have? 5 to 10. Okay, we're kind of going to specialize slightly the fronts here. I want you to be something around... So green is favorable for you guys, right? Yeah. Something like that. And just go ham. You can do that, can't you? Ah, that is close enough. Alright, so we'll disband you guys from this bit. And you just go the entire northern bit. And I'll give you orders when you need to go. Good. Now let's take a quick little look at you. Because there's some areas you no longer need to defend, but some areas you need to defend. So these central areas here can go. This one needs to stay though. There we go. Now get Central Heartland up and running. Good, we're there. We're just waiting for some stuff. I think we also should... Okay, Soviet States of America. Our flag just flipped as well. That kind of works, but I'm gonna see if I can change that to, the flag that I made. I don't give a shit about any of these factions, so no Soviet Union, I will not join you. Okay, so I'm not a democracy anymore. There we go. So you can change that to suit my own needs. Right, that's done. Well, let's go for torpedo attack. Short research. Probably gonna get some issues with England now. They're like, we don't like the English. The English are kind of finally not really liking us anymore. But they consider us trade partners. I guess they must be trading with us. Germany is holding. Sterilization effort. Well, that takes care of, little of our supply usage. Let's see. 18. Right, there's something 16. So heavy tanks can go, or these guys. Don't care for either of them, really. We just stick with the current because of the production efficiency we've got now up and running. I do want to get seaplane carriers because I want both fleets to at least have 5 carriers for now. They probably will be tiny. We'll replace them eventually. There was a way to modernize or upgrade ships. Stuff like that. Bring them back to usefulness or kind of scrap them for materials. We must rally behind this cause. How long does this justification take? I don't know as a... doesn't really... Germany just lost, I guess. Wait, what? Russian Empire declared war. I didn't know there was a second revolution. The Russian Civil War, which broke out shortly after the revolution, brought deaths to the war, was fought mainly within the Red Army, consisting of an uprising majority led by the Bolshevik minority, and the Whites, armies, officers, and Cossacks of the bourgeoisie, and political groups ranging from far right to socialist revolutionaries who opposed drastic restructuring. The Whites had backing of nations such as Great Britain, France, USA, and Japan. Not for me, by the way. While the Reds supported internal domestic support, which proved to be much more effective. Whites versus the Reds. So Russia kinda is at it again. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Alexander Kolchak. Jesus Christ, my video is running long. I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.